Welcome back to Your Business on Purpose podcast, the podcast where we stop chasing more and start building businesses with intention, profit, and purpose. I'm your host, Donette Palmore, fractional CFO money coach and insurance strategist. Before we jump into today's episode, can I tell you a story? Years ago, my husband and I owned a business that was doing around $750,000 a year. If you had looked at our business from the outside, you probably would have thought we had it all figured out. The business was growing, money was coming in, people thought we were successful. But I remember sitting there asking myself a question I was way too embarrassed to say out loud. Why does this feel so hard? Where is all this money going? Why am I still stressed? Why don't I feel financially free? At that time, I believed the answer was simple. We just need to make more money. Maybe you've told yourself that too. If I could just hit 6 figures, if I could just hit 7 figures, 8 figures, get 10 more clients, 20 more clients, if I could double, triple, quadruple my revenue, then everything would be okay. Can I tell you something? That belief kept me stuck for years because the answer is not more revenue. The answer is learning how to steward the revenue we already have. So today, I want to challenge the way you think about success because I have a feeling someone listening today has a growing business, but still doesn't feel rich. And if that's you, this episode is absolutely for you. So let me ask you something. Have you ever celebrated a record sales month only to turn around a week later and wonder if there was enough money to pay yourself? Have you ever looked at your revenue and thought, I should be doing better than this? You're not alone. In fact, it's one of the most common conversations I have with business owners, women, men, couples sitting across from me at all the time whisper things like, I'm afraid to look at my numbers. I make good money, but I have absolutely no idea where it's going. I thought I would feel more successful by now. And can I tell you something? Those aren't money problems. And you're probably thinking, okay, what is it then? Those are clarity problems. And clarity can be solved. I think one of the biggest lies we believe as entrepreneurs is that revenue equals wealth. It doesn't. Revenue is simply money flowing through the business. It has a job to do. It pays employees, it pays taxes, it pays rent, software, insurance, suppliers. The real question isn't how much came in. The real question is, what did I intentionally keep? Because revenue is exciting. Oh, that number is amazing. It's beautiful. It's exciting. It's breathtaking sometimes, right? But it's the profit that creates freedom. It's the profits that actually create the freedom that we're searching for, that we're chasing after. Okay, so here is a question for you today. I don't want you to answer this quickly, okay? Take your time and really think about this. If I looked at your business bank statement from the last 90 days, what story would it tell? Would it tell me you're building wealth? Would it tell me you're reacting instead of planning? Would it tell me you're investing intentionally? Or would it tell me you're simply trying to keep your head above water? Our money, your money, always tells a story. And the question is whether you've been listening to what your money's trying to tell you. And then the next question is, are you writing your story or is your money writing the story for you? I can't tell you how many business owners I've worked with over the years. And you know what's very interesting is that businesses that create lasting wealth aren't always the ones making the most money. They're the ones paying attention. They know their numbers. They understand their cash flow. They build reserves. They pay themselves consistently. They make decisions before they're forced to. That's not luck. We can look really easily and say, oh, they're lucky. They have all this money. They have that. But that's not what this is about. It's about stewardship. It's about how we handle the money that we have every day. And I want to challenge something you're probably never thought about. What if financial freedom has very little to do with how much you make? Because in all honesty, I thought it was the more money we make, the more financial freedom we will have. But that wasn't the case. Financial freedom has everything to do with how intentional You manage what you already have, period. Because when you manage what you have intentionally, the more you get, the richer you're going to feel. You're going to really, truly feel what it is you're chasing. Money doesn't solve disorganization, just like cabinets don't solve disorganization, right? It actually magnifies it because when you open those things, they're a disaster, right? If we aren't intentional with $10,000, we're probably going to struggle with $100,000, right? Think about it. If we don't have a plan for $1 million flowing through the business, we'll wonder where $2 million went. More money rarely fixes the problem. It can actually make the problem a lot bigger. So let's redefine wealth for a minute, right? Sometimes we have this concept that wealth is having like $1 billion. And I think this is another thing you need to sit and say, what does wealth mean to me? What does wealth look like to me? Let's kind of look at it maybe from a business point of view. Wealth is one, paying yourself consistently, right? Writing yourself a paycheck, paying your personal lifestyle with your pay from your business. Wealth is having enough set aside that one slow month doesn't create panic. Wealth is taking a vacation without checking your bank account every hour. Wealth is knowing your tax money is already either paid or waiting for March if you're a corporation. Wealth is sleeping peacefully because your business isn't one emergency away from falling apart. That's the kind of wealth I want for you. So here's the thing I want you to do before our next episode. Print your last month's bank statement. Grab a highlighter. Look at every single transaction. And again, we don't look at our numbers to judge ourselves, okay? We're not going to beat ourselves up. We're not going to condemn ourselves, any of that stuff, okay? We just want to be curious, right? Curious. And ask yourself, what story is my money telling? Then ask the next question. What is one decision I can make this month that my future self will thank me for? And don't try to fix everything at once, okay? Let's just take one intentional step, and then you can take another intentional step, and then another. Because I see when we try to do too much at once, we end up in chaos because it becomes overwhelming for us. One intentional step. What story is my money telling? What is one decision I can make this month that my future self will thank me for? So here's, before we wrap up, I want to do one stewardship shift for the week. So stewardship, as I said, isn't about having more. It's about becoming trustworthy with what you have already been given. I found that when we stop chasing more and start managing better, something amazing happens. We experience peace. Not because everything's perfect, not because we've hit the number we want to hit, but because we finally know where we're going. I just love thinking about that. Oh, it just brings me so much joy, right? So if today's episode made you realize you've been measuring success by the wrong scoreboard, I want you to know this. Nothing has gone wrong. You haven't failed. You simply have new awareness now. And awareness is where every transformation begins. We can't change what we don't know. If this episode encourages you, share it with another business owner who needs to hear it. And I would love if you would leave me a review for this podcast, if it's helping you really think different about your business and your money. And if you're tired of wondering where all your money is going, I'd love to help you create the clarity you've been missing. You can connect with me through yourmoneyonpurpose.com, all the social media sites at Your Money on Purpose, where we help business owners build profitable businesses that support the life they were created to live. And before I let you go, I want to leave you with this. Success isn't measured by how much money flows through your business. It's measured by how well you steward what has been entrusted to you. Until next time, keep building on purpose. This podcast is dedicated to you and all the incredible women out there breaking chains, pushing through, and striving to make it all work. Your support truly means the world to me. Could you do me a favor? Be a gem and leave a review. It will help us reach even more women, making a bigger impact. Your feedback is invaluable, and I would genuinely appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, ensuring you never miss an episode. Until next week, live a purposeful life in both your business and your finances.